welcome to the third community meet as part of the Cycle Heritage Quiz 2022 season. The Cycle brand takes great pride in India's heritage and culture and has centered the company's mission and vision around the same. Hence, the Cycle brand has conceptualized the Cycle Heritage Quiz with a view to enlighten young minds on the 5,000-year-old heritage of our nation. The Cycle Heritage Quiz aims to grow beyond just a competition, where students test out their knowledge on India's heritage. It aims to build a community of young minds that would be brand ambassadors for the country's history, culture, tradition, art, and its people. This community would spread their knowledge and creativity to their peers in their institutions and also to the audience at large. It is with this objective that we have conceptualized a series of community meets where students get to showcase their passion for India's heritage through poems, artwork, stories, presentations, videos, or any other creative form they deem suitable. So today our participants are Suhani Chadha from the Bal Bharati Public School, Pitampura, Delhi, class 9, who has written a beautiful story titled The Land of Dark Magic, which has some very interesting life lessons as well. We have Avipsa Rath from the St. Xavier School in Cuttack, Orissa, from Standard 8. She has been a quarterfinalist at the Cycle Heritage Quiz, and she has drawn a beautiful painting depicting the famous Rath Yatra of Orissa. We have from the DAV Centenary Public School, Jaipur, we have Vanshika Periwal. She's a class 8 student who has come up with an interesting write-up on the importance of preserving our heritage. We have Ani Tripathi from class 8 from the Satya or Sri Satya Sai Vidya Vihar, Indore, who will present to us some interesting facts and stories about Indian heritage. We have Sneha Jha from Bhal Gurukul School, Mumbai, class 10, who has been a national finalist at the Cycle Heritage Quiz 2022 with a poem about New India. So these were your participants for today. Our first participant, of course, is Suhani Chadha from the Bal Bharati Public School, Pitampura, class 9. Welcome, Suhani. And Suhani, over to you. Lovely story. And why don't you tell us in brief about your story, and then maybe we'll hear a small excerpt from the story.
I'm so happy to be here to tell you my story. So my story conveys the message that faith can move mountains if we just believe that it can. So the story is about Guru Tegh Bahadur. I am sure you must have heard of him. He's one of the 10 Sikh Gurus. And he believed that when you chant the name of the God, when you say Satnam Guru, or whatever religion you follow, you will be able to overcome all your fears. And that does not replace the value of work, but just the name of God, just instilling that hope inside you, it can move mountains.
Okay, Suhani, can you tell us, so you have definitely told us about the message behind your story. Can you tell us a brief synopsis of your story as well?
Okay, so my story starts just like every other story does, from your grandmother. A child is being cradled by his grandmother, and his grandmother takes this opportunity to tell him the story, the famous story of Guru Tegh Bahadur. So this story starts with Raja Ram, the king of a big kingdom, begging for help from Guru Tegh Bahadur. He wanted to cross the land of dark magic, but alas, the witches, they were too terribly powerful. They would send thunderstorm after thunderstorm to him, and they would thwart the army. So Guru Tegh Bahadur, in his response, said that I will come with you and we will defeat the land of dark magic, but you must remember to keep faith in God. Keep that power of the word, of the name of the God on the tips of your tongue, and everything will go as you want. So together they trudged to the dark of the land of the dark magic, and together they actually unravel the mysteries there. And they don't defeat the witches. In fact, they befriend them, and the witches bow to their wisdom, and they don't think them invaders anymore, and they let them cross. So this is the power of faith, how faith can move mountains. And if we believe in faith, and if belief in faith could actually stop witches, as the tale suggests, from attacking them with their mighty power, then you can pretty much achieve everything in the world.
Fantastic. That's a lovely message and a lovely story, Suhani. And why don't you read us an excerpt from the story?
All right. My favorite excerpt from the story is when Guruji, Guru Tegh Bahadur, he consults Rajaram. He says, "Do not worry, Rajaram. We will travel together into the land of dark magic. Chant his name. Your army shall never fear the powerful magical forces." And the other dialogue is, "Faith in God gives you strength. Take your steps chanting his name, and you shall not be harmed." That was an excerpt.
Thank you so much, Swani. And it was a wonderful story that you have written, and also love the illustrations, as all of you can see in the audience. She has also illustrated the story beautifully. So very, very well done, Sohani. That was a lovely story with a great message. Thank you so much. Up next, we have from the St. Xavier's School in Cuttack. She's a class 8 student and she has been a quarterfinalist at the Cycle Heritage Quiz 2022. Welcome, Abhipsa. Abhipsa is going to be presenting a painting on the famous Rath Yatra from her state, Odisha.
Hello everyone, I'm Abhipsa Rath. I'm a student of Standard 8 of St. Xavier's School, Cuttack. I belong to a state that is also known as India's best kept secret. Yes, it is Odisha. Odisha is a confluence of Aryan, Dravidian, and Adivasi cultures. It is a land of many fairs and festivals. Most of the festivals are some part of these cultures and they are celebrated their religion by the way of festivals span throughout the entire year. My painting is based on one of those festivals, which is the Festival of Chariots, popularly also known as Rath Yatra, Ghosha Yatra, or the Car Festival. It is celebrated worldwide, while the main celebration of it takes place in the Jagannath Dham, Puri, Odisha. It honors the journey of Lord Jagannath, his elder brother Balabhadra, and younger sister Subhadra to their aunt's house, which is the Sri Gundicha temple located approximately 2 to 3 kilometers away from the main temple. Here I have drawn the three chariots of the lords. The one on the left is the Nandi Ghosha or the chariot of Lord Jagannath. The middle one is Darpadalana or the chariot of Devi Subhadra. And the right one is the Taladhvaja, is the chariot of Lord Balabhadra.
Okay, fantastic. And love the way you have given the detailed description of each of the chariots. And I'm sure that's a real tourist attraction also to visit, Odisha during the Rath Yatra. And any other particular heritage location in Odisha which you like and would recommend to the entire audience to visit?
I like the Konark temple, which is also known as the Black Pagoda. I like that, and I'd love to recommend everyone to come and visit Odisha once.
Okay, fantastic. It's a wonderful, beautiful state. A lot of history, a lot of culture in terms of art, architecture, dance, music. So definitely a recommendation from Odisha and also from myself to visit the lovely state of Odisha. So thank you so much, Odisha.
Thank you so much.
Up next, our third participant for today is Vanshika Periwal. She's a class 8 student and she's from the TAV Centenary Public School in Jaipur. And she has come up with an interesting and inspiring write-up on the importance of preserving our country's heritage.
I have written on the paragraph-rich heritage of India, one of the world's oldest civilization is an all-embracing confluence of religion, tradition, and customs. Indian heritage is an ancient history comes alive here. We should visit to the heritage sites is like a walk through history, changing lanes with every dynasty that ruled Indian soils. The fitness of Indian handiwork, the richness of silk and cotton textiles, the ethnicity of jewelry, everything has come down as a heritage from ancient time and is being kept alive generation after generation. We should in present use Indian history more to know about our past and all.
Okay, and You have also told about the responsibility that the elders have in terms of
Yes, yes.
preserving our heritage. So would you like to say a bit more about that?
Be like elders should take responsibility to told their children about our heritage or about our past and all, and like this must have to be done from the very beginning. Like Indian literature is rich as its culture, so we should know more about that.
Absolutely. That's a wonderful message. And I think I'm sure all of your parents who are here today have definitely played a part in educating you about the Indian heritage and culture, taking you to the various heritage sites so that you can get inspired and present to us such wonderful writings and build up your knowledge about the Indian heritage and culture. This is something that we also try to do through the Cycle Heritage Quiz. So thank you, Vanshika, for your wonderful writer.
Thank you, sir.
Up next, we have from Sri Satya Sai Vidya Vihar Indore. She's a class 8 student, Anvi Tripathi, who will present to us some interesting facts and stories about Indian heritage. Over to you, Anvi.
Yes. Hi everyone, I'm Anvi Tripathi from Sri Satyasai Vidya Vihar School, Class 8. Today we are going to talk about India, the heritage of India. So first of all, what is India? Land of many firsts. India invented snake and ladders, shampooing, algebra, and many more. India is officially the Republic of India, is a country in South Asia. It is the 7th largest country by area, the second most populous country, the most populous democracy in the world. A plethora of objects and concepts are originated in India. The rich heritage of India, one of the world's oldest civilization, is an all-embracing confluence of religions, traditions, and customs. India is a treasure of dance, music, flora, fauna, art, architecture, and music. So let's move in to the old heritage of India and let's see 6 unknown facts about Indian heritage. First, Padmanabhan Swami Temple is the richest in the world. Padmanabhan Swami Temple is in Thiruvananthapuram. It's believed to be the richest place of worship ever to have existed. In 2011, 5 of the 6 tehkanas in the Padmanabhan Swami Temple were opened and hundreds of dollars worth of gold, silver, and precious stones were found inside. So there are 32 heritage sites around the country. There are 32 UNESCO heritage sites, including Taj Mahal. These are more than the United States of America. Next, most visited place in the world is one and only the Golden Temple in Amritsar, 6th only worship place. Awarded by the World Book of Records, the Golden Temple of Amritsar, Punjab is the most visited place in India. Over 1 lakh devotees flocking at the shrine every single day. Next, the spice market of India. India has once sought as a wealthy region. Spice is an important part of India's history, tradition, and future. The oldest spice market lies in India in the old streets of Delhi. Next, the image of Kumbh Mela gathering that is visible from space. The Kumbh Mela is a spiritual event held once in every 12 years in Ujjain, Khargone, Prayagraj, etc., which has over 70 million people and which is observed from the satellite. Next, Shani Singapore village is where the houses don't have doors, attracting over 40,000 devotees each day due to the 300-year-old religion. This village in Maharashtra the homes in this village do not have any doors, as they believe that Dev Shani guard their house. Last but not the least, the only country with the bill for rights of cows. For the moment an Indian is born, he has 2 mothers. 1, his birth mother, and 2, Gaumata. Cows are believed to be holy in Hinduism, and the constitution has a set of rules in place that prevents the sale and slaughter of cows. Thank you.
Thank you, Anvi. And out of all these facts that you have presented, which one do you feel is the most interesting?
The most interesting fact is about the 32 heritage sites around the country, because they are more than US. US has just 28 heritage sites, out of which India has more than US, but then also our economy is on the 3rd place.
Okay. Interesting. And thank you so much, Anvi, for your lovely presentation and highlighting some interesting facts about our country. And thank you so much. Next, our last participant for today is a national finalist at the Cycle Heritage Quiz 2022. So welcome back from the Bhal Gurukul School. She's a class 10 student, Sneha Jha, and she's going to be reciting an inspirational poem that she has written about the new India.
Hello everyone, I'm Sneha Jha and today I'm going to recite my poem, New India is no more a pushover. We ain't no more a pushover. The country's had a makeover. New India is here to take over. Never ever will there be a walkover. All the citizens of my desh, don't you all feel the josh? Years ago, we were the golden birds. It's time again that stop the world. Not the time to waste or rest. The country needs our very best. Put on your shoes, pick up your tools. Our duty starts right from the schools. We sent our probes to Mars and Moon. We gifted jabs, sharing the boon. Indians all singing the boots tune. We will not stop anytime soon. We ain't no more a pushover. The country's had a makeover. New India is here to take over. Never ever will there be a walkover. The stir in our hearts as the anthem plays, the lump in our throats for the fallen braves, the thrill and joy as the javelin soars, the respect earned across the shores. Blessed are we with natural riches, armed are we with a billion wishes. Diverse are our gods and tongues, united are our thoughts and dreams. A nation built on blood and toil, a nation grown by sweat and soil. Soldiers, leaders in heaven above, make them proud, let us above. 75 years of freedom lived, gratitude to all those who served. 25 to work with no wine, Swarnim Bharat will then be thine. We ain't no more a pushover. The country's had a makeover. New India is here to take over. Never ever will there be a walkover. Thank you.
Fantastic, Sneha. That's a wonderful poem. Very, very inspirational, very strong words. We ain't a pushover anymore. Wonderfully written, Sneha. And tell me, we have talked about the blood and toil of the soldiers. Any particular warrior from Indian history or any soldier from India that really inspires you?
Yeah. I inspire from Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose. Unfortunately, we have not studied about him in our textbooks, but he has done very much for our country. We must read about him, the valor and courageous deeds of him establishing the INA and then later training Indians who were outside India and to fight for our nation. That's really courageous. And I
Fantastic.
inspire him.
Great. Thank you so much, Sneha. I think that was a lovely message also. Yes, we definitely should learn about the great freedom fighters and the lights of Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose. And absolutely wonderful poem. And thank you so much. And so today we saw some lovely paintings talking about one of the ancient Indian festivals, traditional Indian festival. We saw a wonderful write-up from Vanshika about, of course, why we should preserve our heritage. Anvi highlighted some very, very interesting facts about our nation. We had Sneha inspiring us with a poem, and Suhani wrote a beautiful story, narrating the story of Guru Tegh Bahadur and came up with the message that faith moves mountains. So thank you so much to all of you for enlightening us and the entire audience with your wonderful creativity. So we will see you again in the next Cycle Heritage Quiz Community Meet. Till we meet again, stay safe, stay happy, stay curious.